Alright, here I am. Vlog number 3 coming to you. You know it's cold. Ooh, from inside my car. The reason I named this vlog what I did is turn off the lights and I'll glow is because I've been through so much pet skins and cat skins, and then after my first bout, I went through 6 weeks, 5 days a week of as many grays of radiation as they could give me, like I said, for 6 weeks. But that's the reason I wanted to tell you about that. But go back to my other vlog. I made it sound like they just took skin out of my arm and put it in my face. What they actually did is they took skin, fat, veins, and one big artery out and put it in my face. And to go into more detail about my surgery, they had one surgeon who came in and basically, her name was Dr. Chang, and broke me down, cut out my face, cut some jawbone out, had it tested, did the neck dissection, pulled all those lymph nodes out, and I'm so sure sewed my neck back together, and then my main doctor, Dr. Bayom, came in and is the one who replaced everything, the main one, and hooked everything back together, and did all that good stuff. And in between the times between my surgery and my radiation, the day before my birthday, on April 25th, I had, because of as much radiation as I was getting, they had to pull every single one of my teeth in one shot. All of them, one shot. So, I had surgery, then I had to go through that, and then 2 weeks after that is when I started my radiation. Like I said before, it went 6 weeks, 5 days a week. And I lost a lot of weight through the radiation process, a little over 100 pounds during and after. I wouldn't recommend the diet plan, but that's what happened. That's why like I said, I named this Turf Lights and I'll Glow. But before almost every checkup, I have to have what's called a PET scan, which is where they go in and they pretty much put you in a twilight sleep, and the scan actually lasts for almost an hour from pretty much from head to toe, just to make sure you're cancer free. But in between those times, I've had so many MRIs, CAT scans, and all that kind of stuff. And you know, anybody's been through that kind of stuff, that they have to put, see, I totally lost. That's called radiation brain. They put that nuclear stuff inside you to make sure everything glows whenever they do the scan. And especially during the PET scan, they really do that. So I went through all that, came out, and here's what's wild is during the middle of my radiation, where I had at the University of Iowa, they had something called Cancer Survivors Day. It was actually at the football field, and it is like, Kinnick Stadium is like now my mecca, because I love Iowa football so much. But they had it in the press box, which, you know, is, for 10 years, was like my second home, any press box I went to. And this one was just like a giant living room. But while there, I got to hear other people's stories and, you know, really connected with him. But then the head football coach was there. And I got to meet him. And he goes, "Do I know you?" And I'm like, "Not that I know of." And he goes, his name's Kirk Ferentz. Now, when I was in high school, Coach Ferentz was the offensive coordinator under Hayden Fry, who was the head coach. And I always wanted to play football for Hayden Fry, but of course, Big Ten football never comes down and, you know, hey, we want somebody from your area. No, that doesn't happen. But when I was talking to Coach Ferentz about that story, he goes, who was your head football coach in high school? And I told him. He goes, oh, I remember him. And he goes, and your name again? I told him. He goes, I remember you. He goes, we actually looked at you, and if we would have had one more scholarship, you've been here with me. Which was like, oh, why couldn't that have happened? But ever since then, well, not since then, ever since the University of Iowa saved my life 3 times now, got to meet the head football coach, and known that, you know, they actually knew who I was, I've become the most die-hard Iowa Hawkeye fan there is as far as football is concerned. But that will end today's vlog. I thought I'd get that part in about turn off the lights and I'll glow. And I'll have another one here in a couple days. Not sure I'm going to title it yet, but when I get to it and get closer to time, I will let you know. Until next time, love, peace, and chicken grease. See you then.